going to look at one more type of active object, the active picture. Going to insert a new object, active picture, OK, click, and now we get our file chooser so that we can choose the file that we want to use as our active picture. I'm just going to choose this file here, open, and now we can see that we have this file here. So now I'm going to make this a little bit smaller by dragging it the corners down to this size. Okay, now we have our active picture, and we can see our properties for the active picture. We have this new tab that we didn't have on the regular active here. You can see we didn't have this settings tab where we can choose the file name. So in our project, it is always going to access this file directory to get this picture. So if this picture got moved to a different file directory, it wouldn't be able to find this picture. Or if we distributed our project to other computers, it would still be looking in this directory for the file, and it probably wouldn't be there on most people's computers. So a way to get around that is to go to our application properties, and we can choose this include external files, and that will automatically include this file inside of the executable file. So let's look at some of the other properties now. We have these same basic properties, except for we have a transparent control that we didn't have on a regular active object, and we don't have this transitions area on our active picture. We have our size position controls like always. We can't choose an angle for our picture like we could on the active. We could choose an angle here and turn it, but we don't have that option on our active picture. It's grayed out. So then we have movements. We can add regular movements to our active. We have the runtime options. It looks a little bit different than the runtime did for the active. We have the values. We'll go over what alterable values are later. And we have events and behaviors, which we'll look at later. And then we have our name. We can change the name of this to whatever we want. For example, let's call this Grand Canyon Picture. Okay, now we have our Grand Canyon picture named that here. That's all for our active pictures.